You guys, today the Indiana Fever beat down the Las Vegas Aces, and yes folks, it was a beatdown from—
This was a big win for the Fever because the Aces were the only team that they had not won at least one game to last season.
She hit a couple middies. Instead of catching the ball off of a pick and slip, instead of catching it, having some space and dribbling into the defender.
Imagine this. With the game hanging by a thread, Aari McDonald steps up and launches a three-pointer that completely silences the Aces. But that's just one layer of this epic showdown. How did the Fever outmaneuver a team neck and neck in the standings? And what role did officiating and Sophie Cunningham's dead-eye shooting play in the final score? The answers will blow your mind.
Out of all of the non-Caitlin Clark games, this was by far a game where I felt the best about this team.
The rhythm, I don't know, but A'ja Wilson is absolutely 100,000% the most important player on that team.
Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So, did you click the subscribe button? Great. Thank you so much. Now, back to the video.
Again, I mentioned this so many times. The Aces are a team with 4 Olympians, so it is a little hard to understand.
It was the game I felt the best about this team. They shared the ball. We had, 24 assists on 31 shots.
They actually haven't won a game against the Aces in 16 games. And they did it without Caitlin Clark.
The Indiana Fever came into this game as underdogs, no question about it. Facing the Las Vegas Aces, one of the league's most stacked rosters, the odds weren't in their favor, especially without Caitlin Clark. The Fever needed this win, not just for the standings, but to show they could hang with the best as playoff season looms. In a game like this, a lot of fans overlooked Sophie Cunningham. She's not a headliner, at least not compared to stars like A'ja Wilson, but the way she showed up on the court, it was borderline surgical. Sophie's stat line may not scream dominance, but don't let the numbers fool you. She dropped 15 points and did it with almost scary efficiency. 4 of 5 from the field, and 3 of 4 behind the arc. Every time she touched the ball, you just felt like she knew exactly how to cut through the Aces' defense.
Kelsey Mitchell doing work in the third quarter. Aaliyah Boston saying, "Hey, Alyssa Smith, come get this work real quick."
Points for the Fever were crazy, especially in the beginning. I mean, the Aces pretty much are nothing without A'ja, and there is something going around.
Her ability to find space and knock down shots kept the Fever alive during stretches where the team looked like they might lose control. And let's talk about the context here. This wasn't some free-flowing exhibition game. From the start, the officiating was questionable, to say the least. During the second quarter, Cunningham got whistled for a foul that left everyone scratching their heads, including the commentators who pointed out how clean her play was. It could have thrown her off, but she shrugged it off like it was nothing. Instead of getting rattled, she came back sharper, sinking a corner 3 right after. Late in the game, her consistency wasn't just lifting the scoreboard, it was setting a tone. Cunningham's ability to deliver forced the Aces to adjust their defense, which opened up opportunities for her teammates. Every time Vegas made a push, she answered with a shot that felt like a momentum breaker. That rhythm she created kept Indiana in control when things could have gone sideways. And while Sophie's shooting rewrote the script for most of the game, the Fever still needed someone to close it out in the final moments. That's where it gets even more interesting.
Diving for loose balls. It wasn't only Lexi Hull getting on the floor, Aari McDonald got on the floor, Michaela Timpson was all over the place.
Was so dominant, they had to foul her out. She didn't play in the entire third quarter, and because she was just like killing it in the interior.
I can't remember too many moments where I was actually upset with the decision Natasha Howard made.
The arena was buzzing. The energy was electric, and the tension could be felt in every corner of the court. The Las Vegas Aces, down but not out, were clawing their way back into the game during those nerve-wracking final minutes. Slowly but surely, they were chipping away at the Fever's lead. You could feel the momentum shift. Indiana wasn't in the clear yet, and it wasn't just about holding on to the score. This moment defined their ability to meet pressure head-on. You knew someone had to take charge. Enter Aari McDonald. Up until this point, McDonald hadn't been the name people were shouting about. Sure, she was playing her role, but it wasn't her night. Yet. And then, just like that, the game found its way into her hands. Shot clock winding down, legs pumping, defense closing in. There wasn't time to overthink it. McDonald set her feet beyond the arc and fired a shot that froze the entire arena. The ball sailed smoothly through the air. And then, swish. 3 points. The commentator called it the dagger, and they weren't exaggerating.
Oh, and the white flag, Natasha Howard, 11 points, 10 rebounds, another solid Natasha Howard game.
The defense that has been on display in the last 2 games has absolutely blown my mind. I rewatched the Lynx game.
It seemed like the Las Vegas Aces just quit. They quit. They mailed it in. They said, throw in the white flag, Becky, please.
It was that type of play, the one that doesn't just stop a comeback, it ends it on the spot. The timing couldn't have been more crucial. The Fever were already coming off a gritty battle against relentless opponents. The Aces had a chance to overtake them in the final moments, but McDonald's three-pointer wasn't just a response, it was a declaration. That shot sealed the game, plain and simple. You could almost feel the wind leave the Aces as their comeback attempt died right there. For Indiana, the implications were huge. Both teams came into this game neck and neck in the standings. This wasn't just another win on the calendar. It could be the difference in playoff positioning later. For the Fever, who've faced questions all season long about their depth and ability to handle late-game situations, McDonald's shot was more than clutch. It was proof.
Leah Boston, 20 points, 7 rebounds, 4 personal fouls, and I can tell you right now, 2 of those personal fouls were just Kathy Engelberg.
I was like, you know what, Natasha Howard just isn't it. And you know what, I take all of it back because she is finding a rhythm. She is not dropping the ball.
Even without Caitlin Clark on the floor, this team showed they could close out games. And with that moment, McDonald didn't just ice the game, she sent a message. Indiana is here to stay. The Fever's win over the Aces wasn't just another checkmark in the W column. It was proof they can step up when it matters most. Without Caitlin Clark, they showed grit and adaptability, battling through tough moments against one of the league's elite teams. A game like this, decided by precision shooting and clutch playmaking, says everything about their determination. If they're pulling this off now, imagine what happens when Clark returns to the lineup. This team isn't just surviving, they're building something special. Keep watching, because the Fever's season isn't just heating up, it's turning into the story no one saw coming.